Gates W. Adams here on behalf of Apex Trader Funding, and I'm here today with Michael. Michael is our most recent paid trader that I get a chance to spend some time with. Michael, how are you doing?
I'm doing great. I'm doing great. Just another day, another green day. Can't complain,
Awesome. Gotta love the green days, man. Well, congratulations. The
Oh
whole
yeah.
point of you being here is that you have hit that level that every funded trader is going for. Everybody comes in because, of course, they want to get funded. They don't want to take the risk, but they want to get paid. And obviously, that's the reason that you're here with us today. So congratulations. Obviously, very exciting there.
Thank you, sir.
So let's take a step back a little bit and kind of figure out where this whole journey began for you. How did you actually get into trading in the first place?
So I've been trading on and off for roughly around 3 years, and mostly like everybody else, I started off with penny stocks,
I
thinking,
remember
oh,
the
quick
days.
cash, I'm young. Yeah, so I first invested in SoFi. I lost that 2000 pretty quick, but it's all a learning process. So I've been
Right.
trading for roughly 3 years and about full time 3 months with
Okay,
futures.
gotcha. Now, so you started off with penny stocks. How did that evolution go? Did you stick with equities for a while? Did you play with options, or did you just immediately go into futures?
So yeah, after the penny stock days, I started trading options for a little bit, and I started looking into the earnings, all those type of plays. And actually, there was the one day on Facebook where it hit bottom. They were talking about the VR headsets and metaverse and all that, and I actually went like 700% on that drop
Wow.
alone right there. So
Mhm.
yeah, so that was pretty crazy. So yeah, I evolved into options, and then it got into zero DTE options, and it was okay, but the deltas they can get you, they can get you for sure.
A
So
little, a little more
yeah, and then
math
I
associated with option trading.
100%, 100%. When you're trading just futures, you can look at a chart, and if you can read a chart correctly, you can determine good entry points and such.
Right.
So
Awesome. So how did you actually learn your strategy? Is this something you developed, something that you bought off of a system, or did you just watch a bunch of YouTube videos? What did that look like?
So I actually just watched a bunch of YouTube videos. I wanted to go for the longer time play since I was doing options at the time. I was trying to go farther out, leaps and such like that also. So I traded a lot of supply and demand. And then it's just evolved over the years. I still trade supply and demand every day. That is my main thing, but I actually don't follow any certain set of things. I do all my levels myself and look for long-term supply zones with key reversals inside of those zones with trend lines for entry points.
Awesome. Awesome.
It's pretty simple stuff.
Well, and that's the thing. I mean, all right. So I'm going to say something that I probably say 10 times a day. Learning a strategy is not the hard part of trading. The hard part of trading is that psychology. And as everybody likes
Definitely.
to say, myself included, trading is 80% mental, or whatever the percent. I've heard 90%. Whatever. A lot of it really is just making sure that you have a plan, stick to a plan, and you don't melt down.
100%.
We've all
100%. Yeah, 80%, at least 80% mental. I would
sure,
say given the other 10% is entry points, because entry points are key. Because
right.
during these accounts, you have drawdowns. You got to have a great entry point and know when you need to get in and get out. Risk management is key
Right. Well, and that's
aside from mental.
absolutely that comes down to the actual strategy, the mechanics, exactly what you're looking for, why, and having an understanding of why certainly helps. And I'll tell you, for me, one of the biggest, most valuable lessons I learned on the mechanics side of it was how to filter out a trade. When I saw an entry that looked right, when do I not take that one? And so
Right.
yeah, the mechanics, all of that matters, but ultimately it comes down to that discipline, that just sticking to what the plan is, and as long as you have a plan that's consistently profitable, from there the hard part is the mind games. So
Right. Yeah. You start off small, and then all you got to do is scale up. You don't make that big money overnight. It's all about learning that process.
right. So how did futures actually hit your line of sight?
Well, when I was trading zero DT options, I was trading it on the Nasdaq and the S&P 500. So it's been on my radar for a cool minute. But just trading futures is so much better. It's easier. It's simple. You know, you don't have to worry about the deltas. Like I said, deltas, they were my big problem.
Mhm.
So I
Right,
got great entries a lot, but me wanting that fast, quick gain, doing those zero DTs, yeah, it just didn't work out. It
right,
just didn't work
right.
out.
A lot of additional dynamics. So,
Mhm.
how long have you actually been trading with Apex at this point? You said about 3 months.
Yes, it's been roughly about 3 months. I started my first account July 6th. Started July 6th. I started with 25K accounts, and then I failed two of those because I was just testing. It was actually my first prop firm that I've traded with, right?
Sure.
I loved y'all guys' rules, so I wanted to start with you guys, and I scaled it. I got into a 50 account actually after that August 9th, and that was when I started 50Ks. And then it took me 9 days after that to activate the PA, and 13 days after that, I actually hit my profit target of 2,600, and I withdrew the full 2K, and I'm working on more accounts right now.
Nice, nice. So you just have the one account at the moment?
No, I also have two other 50K evals. One of
Okay.
them is at 5,300 right now. That's the one that I made the 300 on for the day, and then I have another one that is 52,700. So so
Just
close to getting two more.
right there, right there.
Mhm.
So do you trade them independently or do you trade them together?
Yes, I trade them independently just at the moment for right now, but I'm working into starting to copy trade soon enough. So within the next week to 2 weeks, I should have that up and running. But
Awesome.
yes,
Awesome.
I trade them all at different things. One of them I take a little bit bigger risk. The PA account, I trade mostly micros for the time being. I actually got the payout trading all micros. Not a
Wow.
like I think I might have traded one mini
Right.
in it. So pretty proud of that myself.
That's
So
fantastic.
yeah,
So what did you
thank
think
you.
when you first now had you were you familiar with the concept of prop firms prior to finding Apex, or was this kind of like a new opening for you?
It was definitely a new thing because yeah, usually, you know, in the stock market, you start from the bottom and you try to work your way up. You know, you start with your own capital. At least that's what a lot of people tell you. And then I found out about prop firms, and I was like, wow, this is actually life changing because you can learn the strategy and treat it just like your own capital and actually make money while making money for the company and such.
Did you have any hesitation or skepticism or anything the first go round, or did you just immediately just dive in full steam?
Well, sometimes I tend to leap before I look.
Sure.
Let's just say that. But I was very proud with everything with Apex, and during those times with the payout debacle a month back, it was a little skeptical, but
Sure.
I am actually very impressed because you guys still got my payout early and before the due date. It hit my account before the due
Fantastic.
date, so I have no complaints, and I have loved what Apex has done.
That's
So,
fantastic. So
and
so
that's
what
just being
what
genuine.
what's next now? Are you now at this point? Are you trading for a living, or is this something that you're doing on the side?
So I've been doing it full time for about 3 months, like I said, and I took some time off of my old job just to kind of zone in and try to make this a full time thing. But my boss actually called me back up a couple days ago and said he needed me back. So I'm kind of doing part time. I'm trading the morning session pretty much all day until about lunchtime, and then I go help him out. So hopefully within the next couple months it'll be a full time thing.
It's tough being
Again,
indispensable for
that is.
sure. No, that's awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah. You know what? You're in high
Yeah, it's
demand,
kind of
man.
tough because
It's
it,
never a
it
bad
feels
thing.
nice knowing that he see exactly. It's kind of nice knowing that he still needs me, but yeah, yeah, it kind of hurts because I'm doing this, but definitely good feeling.
That's awesome. So what's next for you, man? What's the next step?
Well, the next step is take that 2K payout and make it a 4K, 6K.
Gotcha. So,
Couple weeks,
well,
yeah. Hopefully, just continue building up.
going from one account to three, obviously, depending
Yes,
on how
sir.
you manage those. Um, I mean, that's obviously a very reasonable, progression. Are you looking to max it out? Is this something that you want to kind of keep it at this level, or how deep do you want to go?
Well, I definitely want to get into around the 10 account range, but with me only doing this for a short period of time, full time on the futures, I'm just taking it nice and slow. One thing that's helped me out along the way is never compare your profits to somebody else because that can get you really messed up. You
It,
never want to compare yourself to others. It's all about your strategy, your journey, and everybody's mental capacity is different.
right. I've always heard the only person you want to compare yourself to is you from yesterday.
Yep.
That's it. As
Yep.
long as you're
Very
moving
true.
forward, as long as you're moving forward, you're going to continue to be successful and you're going to continue to grow. So that's exciting.
100%.
So let's pretend you have an opportunity to talk to a new guy. He's coming in, just kind of getting his feet wet into the funding side of trading. What piece of advice do you have to give somebody moving into this space?
So one of the biggest things that I learned in the past couple of months that somebody told me that really stuck with me is you're fighting the battle with yourself. And one of the biggest things is, would you rather have the pain of discipline and taking that little loss, or would you rather have the pain of regret and possibly blowing the account, blowing a PA, and things like that? So I would tell any new trader, don't think too high, don't reach for the stars, because sometimes that can bite you really hard.
Slow and steady wins the race, man. Those old
Oh yeah.
fables, they've always got you covered, man, if you just listen.
Oh yeah, I'm the turtle. I'm the turtle, but
There
in the long run, we're gonna outrun that rabbit.
you go.
Oh
And I
yeah,
know that that's probably a lesson that we've all had to learn. Some of us multiple times, but it's a very
oh yeah,
valuable lesson, in my opinion, when it comes to trading. That slow and steady wins the race all the time. So,
hundred
listen,
percent.
it's absolutely been a pleasure getting a chance to connect with you, and I appreciate you spending some time and hanging out with me a little bit today and sharing some of your story. One of the things that I really love to do, and probably one of my most favorite parts of this role that I have, is connecting with you a few months down the line and just kind of catching up and seeing how that progression goes. You up for connecting here in a few months and doing a
Oh,
little round two?
indefinitely. I would love to.
Awesome, man. Awesome. Well, I appreciate it. I look forward to it. I know we're going to see great things continuing to come from you. Keep doing what you're doing. Obviously, you're on the right path, and let us know what we can do to help.
Thank you, sir. And I just want to say thanks to you and the team and everything that y'all have done. And I have no complaints with this company. I can't thank you guys enough for this opportunity.
Always a pleasure. Thanks, Michael. We'll chat soon.